If there's two things that I consistently do on this channel, it's Battlefield and it's VR. But never before have I been able to combine the two in a way that actually incorporates what makes both of them very, very good video game experiences. But today, there's a game that changes that. Over the weekend, there's a game called Honor & Duty D-Day on PSVR2 that's been having an open beta, and it very much is a beta, don't get me wrong. But it's the only game on PSVR2 that's offering massively multiplayer 64-player battles on big maps with vehicles, loads of World War II weaponry, and so much more.
Oh, I forget, yeah, there's actual Jeep driving and all that. Oh my god. I feel like I'm on ice skates. But you can do that, that's sick.
Now, I've got a bit of history with this game actually. Back on PSVR 1, before I started, YouTube seriously, I said that Honor & Duty D-Day, the original, was one of the worst VR games I've ever played. Mostly because I was an idiot child that didn't know how VR development actually works, but also it was pretty rough, and some parts of Honor & Duty D-Day today are also fairly rough, but we're on an upwards trajectory with this game for sure, because I played an earlier build of this game a couple of months ago that I can't show footage to you of, but the leap in terms of how this game plays now, the character models now compared to then, and the maps, it's pretty staggering. So while what you're looking at right now might not seem like the most impressive VR game, especially on PSVR 2, where we've got, Resi 8 and Horizon Call the Mountain, it is technically impressive based on where it's come from, and also based on the fact that this is the only game that supports so many players online. And while it does look like it was made in Roblox, it genuinely is a lot of fun.
I think I'm awful.
First off, let's talk game modes. What can you actually play in Honor & Duty? Well, it's got your standard conquest where you capture different flags, team deathmatch, and I believe that's all I played. There'll probably be loads more upon launch, and there might even be one or two game modes in the beta, but on my rotation, that's all I got. But I'm happy with that. I'm a Battlefield fan, team deathmatch is always fun, but the conquest modes are what I'm really here for, and they work in essentially an identical way to Battlefield on the flat screen. You've got objectives around the map that you can cap or enemies can cap, and when you do capture one, you get what I assume is a voiceover from Brian Paul from PSVR Without Parole, which was an interesting surprise.
The enemy is capturing our control point.
Is that Brian Paul? I feel like that's definitely something he would do.
But yeah, you work through these objectives, taking them for your team and away from the enemy team until one of the teams gets the most points out of the objectives that they've captured, and then one of the teams wins. And while Pavlov might have some great World War II representation with weaponry and maps and player models too, it doesn't have the big scale in terms of player count that Honor & Duty does.
But it is quite cool to have, like an actual Battlefield-like squad.
Seeing a massive server filled with players all shooting at each other is great, and they're even split into squads like they are in Battlefield. It's kind of ridiculous how cool it is.
It looks like a squad of Baldi's Basics people just running into battle.
The enemy is capturing our control point.
Oh shit.
You can either do a random spawn and spawn on your side of the map, or you can spawn in your squad and work as a team pushing up. We're not quite to the point where VR games can have only in Battlefield moments, but in terms of squad play and working together, you can definitely get those moments in Honor & Duty.
What is he shooting at? Even the Battlefield, player-based IQ has been brought over to this game.
There are vehicles though, you can get some moments with those. There are jeeps you can drive around, you can hop into the turret of a Sherman and shoot the machine guns at enemies, but overall the focus is still infantry, which I'm okay with.
I'm so shit.
The weapon selections require unlocking but are fairly vast, and there are different classes you can pick as well, just like Battlefield. I don't really think the dev team is that big for Honor & Duty, and well, you can tell, but they really are trying here. Sure, it's got issues, sometimes the movement was a bit scuffed.
Sometimes I'm pressing my movement stick and nothing is happening. Okay. I'm movement sticking right now and nothing's going... Please, game, please. I just want to walk. Oh my god, please let me move. Please let me move. What? I can't shoot. Why can't I shoot? This has got to be a server issue, right?
I had trouble identifying enemies at first because the UI is fairly similar. There are no hit sounds when you get shot at, so unless you're in range to hear the gunshots of the people shooting at you, you have no way of knowing if you're hit until it's too late and you're already dead. But it is a beta, and usually with AAA games I'd say the beta is going to be the same as the full release. But I don't think that's the case here. Obviously I can't prove this to you, but the build I played before this was so different than this one. So if nothing else, I'm very excited to see where Honor and Duty goes in the future. Because Battlefield 5 is one of my favourite Battlefield games, and to get a World War II shooter with that many players in it is just awesome.
Okay. Is he dead? Now he's dead. Oh no. With how quickly I die, this is more like Hell Let Loose than Battlefield.
And the map selection here is pretty great too. You know, you got towering bridges, the beaches of Normandy, rural towns. These are the locations I want to see in VR World War II games, no matter how low poly they are.
Apparently not. Alright, we're capping it. What the fuck? What a UI element that was. That was incredible.
So yeah, it's not perfect, it's not completely polished, it doesn't look absolutely incredible, but it's fun, it's good, and I enjoyed it a lot. So good job, Honor and Duty team. We've come from me really disliking the PSVR game from back in the day, to really enjoying the new PSVR2 version, and I can't wait for the full release, and I'll be cheering you guys on.
How cool would it be to have a VR game where, you know, you got music like that? Oh no, he's dead. Uh-oh. They've got to be close then, right? When you come out of one of these, a landing craft, and you storm the beach. I swear I should have had that.
I'm not sure how many people were aware of this beta actually going on, but I did have quite a few full servers. I'm also refraining from being, really negative. I've given my feedback on the things I've had issues with, but it is a beta. Any of the negative things I really want to say I'll leave till the full release, because ultimately this beta was free. Nobody jumped in this weekend and spent money on this game, and it was really just there to get feedback and to stress test the servers, so overall I'm very happy with it. If you played, please let me know what you thought of Honor and Duty. Sure, it was very janky, but I'm excited to see where it goes. Of course, if you didn't like it, that's fair enough. I always try and be optimistic on this channel, but also realistic. But I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy, feel free to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one.